Hi, my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to budget my first paycheck of March. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so today we have $1,643.65 to budget. Like I mentioned, it is my first paycheck of March, meaning it's a little smaller than my second paycheck. It does have my train pass coming out of this paycheck with pre-tax dollars, which is $75. And I have increased my 401k contributions by 1%, so it is even smaller than normal. I've decided to increase it just to bring up my total 401k contributions to like a nice even number, because that is what I like. I just thought it was a good time to do it with my bonus coming up, and this is the first paycheck that it's hitting at, so I wasn't sure what my check was going to look like, but this is what it is. March is fully funded since I am a month ahead. Let's go ahead and start with funding April. We'll start by taking care of half of my bills. That includes the gym, cell phone bill, electric bill, and the rent payment. There is a decent chance that we'll be canceling the gym coming up soon. We have to give them 30 days notice before we cancel, so we'd still have to pay another month's gym bill, but we'll likely be doing that. Let's go ahead and take care of the low half. And that was $783.45 for half of that. For subscriptions and fees, we'll do $49.94 to take care of all of my streaming, which is Apple One, Hulu, Netflix that I split with my boyfriend and my sister. I also have my half of the Peloton that I split with my boyfriend. I pay for my Oura Ring subscription and Canva that I pay for now. What else? I feel like there's something else that I'm missing, but maybe not. Saving up for my renter's insurance. Amazon Prime, I know it did come out in March, but my sister pays for that, so it's my third. We're now saving up for next year. My Divvy membership, which is the bike share here in Chicago, and I get a discount through my work, so I'm saving up for my yearly membership for next year. I think that comes out in July. And then my credit card. So it's a lot of those fees, but I'm okay with that. Just the cost of living, I guess. For food, I did want to look into my food spending and reevaluate at the end of Q1. So I'll probably do like a spending recap video in a couple of weeks and see where I'm at, and then adjust my food budget then. But for now, I'll go ahead and fund half, give myself $180 for half of my groceries, dining out, work lunches, and treats. I can tell you that I will not decrease my budgets because it does feel really tight, but potentially increase. I decrease these budgets at the beginning of the year based on my last year's spending, but things are way more expensive now than they were, so I don't know. Variable expenses, we'll go ahead and fund half, which is $47.50 for everything. That includes any entertainment, ride share. I did want to start funding this Divvy category. I'm going to go ahead and create a target. And I think I said I wanted to do $20 a month. So we'll do half of that as well. We'll do $10 for this. And Divvy, like I said, is the rideshare membership here in Chicago. The $75 that I'm saving up for the yearly membership takes care of the regular bikes. You get 45 minutes for free with those regular bikes, but if we want to get like an electric bike or a scooter, an electric scooter, those do cost. It's free to unlock, but it costs per minute. And sometimes we just prefer to do those, or sometimes that's all that's available. And so I like to give myself a little bit of a budget so that I can use those whenever we want. Sometimes it's just fun to ride those. This used to all be under rideshare, but for 2025 I decided to split them so I can just keep better track and see how much I'm spending on each. So now I'm giving myself $30 for rideshare, $20 for Divvy, but honestly the $30 for rideshare is not seeming to be enough. I think this will go down though as the months get warmer, because we're not going to be needing to take ride shares to the gym or other things. We'll be doing more divvies, which will either be free or way less money, since a bike will only be like $2 compared to, maybe $12 Uber that I then split with my boyfriend. So we'll see how it goes. For now, 30 and 20, but if I had to increase these, so be it. And then miscellaneous, just for anything that doesn't kind of fit into any of the other categories, and household consumables is just one that I let build up each month. The Gabby Improvement Fund, again, will fund half. It's $182.50. These are just for all the fun things that have to do with me and things that I enjoy. And then my last category that I need to fund for now is just medical. That's the only other category that I fund monthly with a target. After that, we have $379.59 that I'm going to go back into March and go ahead and distribute amongst my sinking funds. But first, let's go ahead and take care of this overspending. So I have $1.34 in overspending, but really it's just the 67 cents from the streaming. So once we cover this, I think the overspending in the credit card will be taken care of. Yeah. So that was the only overspending I've had so far. Let's take a quick look at my food spending. We've only gone out to eat twice. Let's see here. It's been 2 weekends. We've gone out to eat twice. Oh, you know what? I haven't entered in one more transaction. I have one more dining out transaction. So I can almost assure you that I'm going to go over budget in my dining out category. For sure. Yeah. I mean, it is a 5 weekend, it's like a 5 weekend month. So there's just not going to be enough money in dining out, and that is what it is. There's not really much I can do about that. For groceries, we really stocked up on groceries last weekend in terms of like salmon, which is my favorite meal. So I think I might be okay, and we have a lot of like the proteins. So hopefully I'll be okay with like the grocery money. So I don't think I need any there, but I'm gonna try and not send any extra money to dining out and see how that goes. If I need to, I have a second paycheck in March that I will cover overspending with or send extra money to, but for now we'll just go ahead and leave that. Everything else looks good. I've only spent $1 in rideshare, which I'm really proud of because this has been a problem as of late. So we'll just leave that there. And then, yeah, let's just go ahead and take care of those sinking funds. I mentioned in my last video that I wanted to figure out kind of like my priorities, and I do have that ready. Let's pull it up. I made a little chart with the different sinking funds, how much I currently have in there, and what my goal is. Actually, I can pull it up in my notes app on my laptop. This is what I love about Apple. I will sinking funds here. Okay. This is the sinking fund. This is what I currently have in there. This is what the goal is. And then this is the order. Obviously, that they're all labeled. And so I also have like different goals for each one. I kind of layered them a little bit. So for example, for home goods, my first goal is to get to 500, then it's 1,500, and then it's 3,000 for when we want to buy like a couch and a bed or whatever. So I don't want to, if this is my third priority, I don't want to focus on it until I get to 3,000, because that will take me a long time. I want to move on to something else, but I want to get to $500 and then move on to the fourth priority, and then maybe come back to that eventually. So this order is kind of based on the initial goal, and then I will have to reevaluate once I hit that at first goal. I'll have to figure out my next order of priorities. I'll go ahead and close this since I have it on my phone, but I just wanted to show you real fast what I determined. So first up, my number one priority right now is to get my boyfriend's birthday sinking fund up to, I said 700, but I actually only need 600, I think. So I changed that target, and I will send $75 there, hit the target, and I'll go ahead and mark this as complete. Okay, love that. Love that for me. Okay, so then next up would be live events. So currently in live events, I have $275. The goal is to get to $500, meaning I need $225. The reason this is such a big focus is because we're always wanting to go to like sporting event, or if comedians are in town, or if a concert gets announced, we want to go. And just the unfortunate truth is that tickets to anything are so much money, and we're like nosebleed people, so it's not like we're getting the best seats literally ever. It just costs a ton of money. We got tickets to go see Kendrick Lamar in June at Soldier Field, literally nosebleeds, like in the 400 section. And I want to say those seats were almost $300. I'm pretty sure. Let me see if I can figure that out. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they were a lot, like way too much. Maybe $250. I don't really know. But anyways, the point is that it just costs so much money to go to literally anything, and that's just to get into the event. That's not counting any food or anything that you buy there, and the like merch, which if I'm gonna go to a concert, I'm definitely gonna get merch. I don't care. And so that's why I'm always trying to fund this, and that's why it's always low. So $500, we'll go ahead and mark this one complete. Fantastic. Next up, I have two priorities, and that's moving and home goods. And I have $79. I couldn't decide which one was a bigger priority, but I think I'm gonna make it moving. So I'll send $50 to moving, and I think $25 to home goods, and just $4.59 to holding, because I like to throw my extra change in there for when I need it, or for when I want to buy something that I haven't budgeted for. So that's it. That went by really fast, but it felt really good to know what my priorities were and to know where to throw my money, because otherwise I would have sent like $50 here, $10 there, and And that's always a struggle for me. I always work best when I know exactly what I want to do with my money and I'm focusing all my intention on one thing, even though I guess my number 3 priority is 2 different things. This is so much better for me. I still haven't come up with a moving budget. I kind of have some weird news. It's weird, and I don't know what that's gonna mean in terms of moving. I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know. I'm hesitant. We'll discuss it in a future video. I don't know if it'll be in my next video or in a separate one. I kind of want to break them up a little bit just so I have some more time to like process my news. But it'll be coming. But I'm going to keep throwing money in here. I kind of am thinking that maybe I should focus on home goods a little bit so I can just finish this off and then just move on from that. And then kind of just focus on making a moving budget so I know how much money I need to actually throw in here and what I need to save up, because otherwise it's hard to like know when to stop. But let's go ahead and take a look at where we are with this sinking fund like tracker thing that I made. So those 2 are complete. Right now the big focus is home goods. Ugh, I'm having trouble. I know how to format like on my phone, like not in a chart. I know how to format in notes, but I don't know how to format here. So I guess we'll leave it. Right now the focus is home goods and moving. And then after that we'll throw some money at travel. But this one's gonna again take a while because I have $1,500. I want to get up to $2,500. But yeah, so I guess that is it for today's video. If you haven't done so already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and